All right, let's do this. S&P 500 daily chart. Um, Medium-sized day here, decent day, 64. There was a big pullback at the 2 o'clock, 1 to 2 o'clock cycle low. It was pretty big, but then the market decided to go ballistic and took off. So it was going to be a down day, and then the last hour or two here, absolutely ripping. And the market's about to close here in just like a few minutes, at least intraday anyway. Market's going to close in 1 minute. Futures will continue for another hour. So yeah, amazing bounce back. Market was looking kind of weak. The hourly chart was negative momentum, but let's see what's it doing right now. There goes intraday, and yeah, it's pretty much was on fire. And we'll see what it does here in the last hour. So the 1 hour chart's still negative momentum. We can look at that real quick. Why not? Let's take a look at it. I'm just kind of looking across offices here at the streaming charts for the members. Let's go ahead and share it. Okay, so there it is. We had this big pullback right here. Look at this. Pullback all the way down here. So that was, I think, 1 o'clock hour. The cycle low was projected to be 2 o'clock. How's that for cycle lows, guys? Bang, right on. Boom, boom, boom. Look at these cycle lows. Beautiful. Bam. And then this one here, bam. And then the market said no. Massive buying came in on the 2 to 3 o'clock hour. A little bit of pullback going on here as intraday's close and futures are still trading. Might see a pretty decent pull. Look at this. Already nearly 9 points of pulling back. Man, market is up and down. Lots of volatility. Good for traders. Bad for investors. Look, man, you want these kind of cycles. You want to know when the timing is going to be in the market. Become a member, $7.99. I mean, seriously, just think about this pullback alone right here. How much money would have made you? It's huge. And over here, and over here. And of course, coming out of the cycle lows, there's opportunities. Well, maybe not that one. Okay, not that one. But there clearly was one right here. It's already taken off, right? So these cycle lows are very, very powerful here on the hourly chart. Okay, become a member, $7.99. The link is in the description. Make sure you read the instructions carefully. Come on and join the Discord server. You will get the streaming charts for the S&P 500 and for gold. Very cool. I'm going to talk about silver here today. Acquiring silver, literally hands-on hard asset silver. We're going to talk about that when I go through some of the other products. Let's finish up what we got going on here for the S&P 500. Go back to the daily chart. Now we looked at the hourly chart. Like I said, decent update today. 64 in range. If I can get this thing to play nice. 64 in range. That's your candlestick right there. September 30th, today. Cycle low. Well, it didn't happen. I said it probably wouldn't happen. Market was very strong. Okay. Is it topping? Yeah, maybe. Maybe we got a topping going on. But the market continues to be extremely bullish. Way, way up here. Like Monstersville. It's absolutely mega bullish, and there's no reason. I like mega. You like mega? Good, because we talk mega here on this this Discord server, this business. If you don't like mega, well, what can I tell you? Too bad. Deal with it. Go cry to your mommy about it. Anyway, mega. Here on the weekly chart, what do I think? Well, 73 on the SMI, 79 over there, 85 over 82. I don't think it's done. There's another week in this, maybe two. Maybe later on this week, hard to say. But looking at this, re-engage, crossing back over, a huge moment. Look at this momentum way the heck up here at 159. The momentum on the weekly chart still just tacking along near all-time highs, just absolutely blazing. So there's nothing yet for me to say, watch out below. It just isn't there. I was talking to Steve Miller a little bit over at Ask Slim on his YouTube channel, and we were kind of chatting back and forth a little bit. One of his comment that I put on there, and he was talking about investors, the difference between traders and investors. So anyway, he's got family members and friends, way more than just his customers, right? And he said he's got family members and friends are asking him, should I trade? I mean, should I sell? Should I sell? And these are investors now. They're people that hold long term. He said, if you're not going to sell now, when will you sell? And a very good point. The market's at all-time highs. Could it go higher? Yes, of course it could go higher. Okay, but if you're not going to sell now and take profits, when will you? Okay, and I agree with them. My comment was I agree with you. I think the timing's right to sell. For investors, traders, you can stay in the market, take advantage of long, take advantage of short. We're traders. We're making money no matter what the market does. But investors, they're a different breed, right? They're a buy and hold crowd. And for those people, I honestly believe the time is to sell is now. And I would transfer a lot of that cash that you're going to get when you sell your positions into hard assets. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later in this video. All right, let's march on here. S&P 500 for the moment. As far as I can tell, guys and gals, still looks very bullish. No sign of weakness. Yes, it's tracking sideways up here, so there's a little hint that maybe it's going to pull back. Maybe it's going to do one of these. Okay. But this just seems so bullish right now. Cycle low's right there. Hasn't pulled back at all. A lot of times when I see this kind of behavior, it goes even higher. Okay. So that's what we got going on for that. Let's look at the trade today for S&P 500 for those people that are in a hurry. A lot of people are in a hurry in life. I'm in a hurry. I'm in a hurry. I'm in a hurry. Can you just give me what I need? Give me what I need. Give me. People live their lives like this, right? They're living it at supersonic speed, hyper speed, and they don't like long videos. They want it now. So we're going to do the S&P 500 first and the trade of the day first so we can take care of all those hyperventilating people who are just too busy to take a breath. Okay, so let's do that. Trade of the day. Here we go. Trade of the day. Let's bring on the Giddus Plus indicator. The famous, at this point, yeah, I said it, the famous Giddus Plus indicator that's been rocking it for at least 2 years now, absolutely making tons of money off this indicator. Yes, it's my own indicator. I developed it. It's been a monster. It's been kicking some butt. Okay, that's 5-minute chart. There's a little something on there. Let's see if there's anything better on the 15-minute chart. And what do you know? Yes, there is. The 15-minute chart is the star of the day. Let's talk about it. Here we are right here at 11 a.m. this morning. Okay. We knew, if you remember, of course, you knew there was a projected cycle low on the 1-hour chart at 2 p.m., which happened at 1:15. Okay, close enough. And guess what? This is telling you, the Giddus Plus indicator says, I think there's a trade here. And man, was it smoking hot right on or what? It's up here. Momentum's crazy bullish. This starts rolling over. It starts giving it up and bam, right down into the cycle low on the 1-hour chart. Huge moneymaker. We'll call it from 57.90, realistically down to about 57.65. That is 25 points pretty safely right there. 25 biggins. We all know that translates into $1,200 on one contract of E-mini. And just when you thought the day was done, because even I thought that the market was going to begin to show some weakness in the 2-hour and the daily, it said, no, we're not done. It gives another signal here at exactly 2 o'clock and goes to the moon, blasts off over the next hour. Little unpredictable on that one. But guess what? No reason not to trade it. You know why? Because it barely touches the bottom here. That's a really good bullish signal when it doesn't get below that line like it did over here, right? It didn't get below the line. It re-engages. Yeah, baby, go long. Huge monster trade, 57.80. I would say it's pretty decent up to about 58.05. Is that what that is, or is that 10? I guess that's 10. Yeah, 10. Okay. So guess what? 20, 30 points. You got 25 over here. Forgive my ugly looking too. Looks like a Z. 25 and 30, 55 total. All happened in intraday. We know what that means. That will be 2750 if my math is right here. $2,750 if you're just paying attention. All in the 15-minute chart. That's why I say, I'm going to say it again. I know it's like a broken record. You got to pay attention to all the time frames. Don't just trade the 5-minute. Don't just trade the 1 hour. Don't just trade the 2 hour. If you're a swing trader, the 2-hour charts to look at. That's what you need to be looking at. Okay. If you're a day trader, intraday trader, shorter time frames, You got to look at 5, 15-minute, 1 hour, man. You just have to pay attention to those, particularly the 5 and 15-minute. You should be looking at both all day long. And today it was a 15-minute chart. It was the moneymaker. Got boomski, 2 big opportunities. There's your trades of the day. Okay, now you know why I say become a member, because this thing's making everybody who's a member big money. Let's move on to the other products. Okay, I'm going to go right into silver because I want to talk about silver. Yeah, I'll do silver first today. We're going to use the 1 ounce, the 1,000 ounce silver futures to do this. Okay. Going to talk about silver here. Let me get on the daily chart. We can get rid of the Giddus Plus indicator. Make a little more room on this chart. Silver's been pulling back a little bit here last couple, 2 or 3 days, trading days. Okay. Hit this cycle low right here, and now the next one is October 31st. Yeah, it looks like it wants to give up some price action here. Extremely bullish. I mean, like huge bullish activity going here on the daily chart for silver. My guess is it's going to pull back, exhaust this SMI. This is going to come down somewhere. I don't think it's going to go negative. I think it's going to stay positive, re-engage, roll back over, and go to the moon. And then we'll see what it does over here as we get towards the election period here in the United States of America. And there may be some synchronicity across a lot of products, and we get a big decline just on a lot of products, okay? That does happen. But for now, silver looks like a little bit of a pullback here. And guess what? I think it's an opportunity to acquire silver. I'm talking real silver, in your hand silver. I don't like the idea of silver in some account somewhere and then the whole world collapses, which don't think it can happen, because it can. And you got your silver stuck in some account, but you can't actually get your hands on it. Because if George and Alex Soros have their ways, folks, they're going to destroy every nation across the face of the earth. Okay? And if Kamala T gets into the White House, well, you think it's bad now. Wait until she gets in there and Soros and George and Alex Soros decide to go full Monty. If George and Alex Soros believe there's no more restraint holding them back, forget about it. I honestly believe, and I'm not fear-mongering here, but I'm just saying this out loud, I think there's a good possibility of blood in the streets of a kind that most Americans haven't seen in this lifetime. So pretty, I don't want to say scary, but definitely possible. And to not acknowledge that possibility, I think you're just burying your head in the sand. I think there's going to be some very trying times for Americans. Now let's talk about silver. I'm going to go show you something right now, show you a picture. Give me a second. Okay, here are some silver. Well, some people call these coins, but really nowadays we call these silver 1 ounce rounds. Okay, these two right here, these are coins. Let me get black. Black's going to show up a little better. These are actual coins, right? These are U.S. currency coins, these 50-cent pieces. They're not worth too much. They're basically worth the 50 cents that's basically stamped on them. There's a tiny bit of silver in there, just on the very top layer. Everything else is basically pot metal. You can look up pot metal if you want to know what that is. It's basically cheapy garbage pot metal. Okay, all the rest of these rounds, you know, these guys here, all these guys, I'll do O's. These are all real silver. 1 ounce silver, and I'm acquiring these little by little. In the past, I had a lot of silver. Many years ago, I acquired a lot of silver. Anyways, I'm reacquiring silver now. A friend of mine gave me this 1923, I think it's a Morgan. I think these are 90% silver. They're not like a 999 silver. They're like 90%. All the rest of these are 0.999 silver, fine silver, except for these two right here. Okay, so you can see I'm slowly acquiring. That's a brand new one I just got the other day. That one right there. 999 fine silver. This is Buffalo coin that they're printing. It's one of the cheaper Buffalo 1 ounce round, I should say. This one of the cheaper ones you can get on some of the big dealer sites. I don't really care about what's printed on them. I'm just looking for the best deals. I'm not too caught up in, I'm not collecting silver from this standpoint of, hey, it's got a nice image on it, nice stamping on it. I'm not a coin collector. I'm just acquiring silver for a hedge against inflation and the world coming into a massive socialist regime or Marxist regime for who knows what's going to happen here. So this is just me kind of, you know what, folks? If the day comes I have to go take a silver around and buy product or services with it and barter with somebody, fine, I'll do it. Right? It's perfectly legal. Nothing wrong with that. And yeah, America and the world could come to that point. I don't know if it will, but it could. Anyway, meantime, I'm acquiring some hard assets. I've been talking about it on my videos. I think cash is a bad thing to be in. Yes, we need a little bit of cash, obviously, but I don't think a lot of cash is the right way to go. I think real estate's a good way to go. Gold, silver, and other hard assets that you can think about that hold value is the way to go. So this is my little collection going on. I'm going to be acquiring probably 3 or 4 ounces a month, just steadily acquiring them. So I wanted to share that because I think this is a really good idea. Okay, so that's my take on silver. Wanted to share that with everybody. Looks like silver's got a little bit more pullback to go. Let's take a look at some of the other indices, and we'll come. I'll do gold right now since we're on precious metals, and then we'll look at the indices. The other indices. Gold also pulling back. So there's some synchronicity going on between gold and silver. You can see there's a cycle low here for gold, October 28th. I will look carefully at these cycles to see if they need to be readjusted, because there may need to be a readjustment here. It looks like there may be something going on like right here, okay? If that happens, that's fine. We'll readjust. There could be a cycle low right there, something going on right there. So, that looks like that could be forming, one of these deals, okay? And we'll make that adjustment to the cycles. But this low hasn't really been established yet, so we don't know yet, okay? So, gold looking like it's going to pull back some more. How far down, can't say. This is so amazingly bullish that I just don't think any kind of pullback in here is going to damage this enough to go negative. It just isn't going to happen. It's going to come down in here and it's going to reacquire and go up. Okay, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. We see all-time highs here just happened 3 days ago. I think gold, especially if Kamala T and the Soros boys stay in the White House, gold will go to 3,000. I firmly believe that. If Trump gets in there, it might cool off a little while, but eventually it's going to hit 3,000, even with a conservative in the White House, okay? All right, let's move on to the rest of the indices. Let's take a look at, we'll do cash indexes here. NASDAQ. Of course, it doesn't have a slash in front of it. The old Natty DAC, daily chart. Kind of tracking sideways up here, looking kind of bullish. Looks like it wants to roll over, but not doing it yet. NASDAQ looks bullish. October 8th is the next cycle low. I have confidence in this blue cycle, so I do think we'll see a decline in there, okay? All right, let's go on to the Russell 2000. Daily chart. Looks like it's just tracking sideways there. Look, it's re-engaging, going higher. Let's look at the Dow Jones Transportation. Very strong. Wow. Just ripping. Looks really good, bullish. Don't see any reason to think that's going to change. Let's look at the 6E. We're just going to blast through these guys. Blasting through them. Trying to pull back, but isn't. Just tracking sideways. This wants to come down, but this says no. October 3rd, cycle low. Let's look at the British pound. I won't forget about the yen. Same thing. Same thing. Just tracking sideways. Define any cycle pullback yet. Let's look at the Japanese yen. Oops. Clicking on the wrong stuff here. Coming out of a cycle low. Looks like it wants to take off. This looks like it's going this way. A little bit of a mixed message here in Japanese yen. But my goodness, if this re-engages and does this, watch out. Japanese yen is going to be super strong. Super strong. I said once we get past September 25th, watch out for the yen. And there it goes. This thing's going to be strong, guys. Let's look at the Japanese market. What's happening here? Continues to be bullish here. Wants to try to pull back, and it probably will. November 11th. So watch for a little pullback. Maybe re-engage and take off in a week or two. Okay. Still got corn. I'm almost done here. I'm just going to blast through these. Corny corn. very bullish. And since one of my members mentioned the flooding going on in, I think it was North Carolina, where there's crops or got washed out. Yep, makes sense. Corn taking off. It looks very bullish. I talked about corn hitting 420. It's at 424. There you go. I said small position corn was good. Long, bingo, it nailed it. Let's look at XLP. We're going to finish this up right here. Tracking sideways. Guys and gals, watch out for XLP. I think it's going to re-engage. This is going to slowly come back, and bango. That's it. Covered all the products. You want to become a member? Click on the link in the description. Read the instruction to become a member. $7.99 a month. That's it for now. God bless everybody. Talk to you all real soon again next time.